Yes, that is right, lowly peons. Bow before me. Check out this new badass armor. This is the dragon armor stuff. I picked it up in here. I don't know why it was there. It was in this little thing. Like, how did that shield fit in that? Immersion breaking! I'm just saying. Alright, let's go see what's going on. We gotta find Cassandra in the Chantry.
That's the herald of Andraste.
I know.
They said when he came out of the Fade, Andraste has...
It's pretty amazing. Hey, Segret.
I believe Seeker Cassandra would like to speak with you.
Okay. You just felt like telling me that? I can read the friggin' quest text in the upper right-hand corner, you goofball. Yeah, let's see what's going on. Anything fancy happening in this town here?
That's him. He stopped the breach from getting any bigger.
I know.
I heard he was supposed to close it entirely.
What?
Still, it's more than
You ungrateful little... don't you dare. I'm gonna read the note in this house. Day 3, less thrashings in response to seamless. Vital seems solid. 2 attempts so far by locals to break into the Chantry to kill my patient. What? All this work to save his life, and they'll just execute him. Will inform Lady Cassandra I expect him to wake before the morn. But that's notes about me, isn't it? What's it doing in this building? Was I in here too? I probably was. I probably was in there. Let's go see what's over here. I'm just gonna check some stuff out. Hey man, we're in this town.
Walk safely, Herald of Andraste.
Why not enjoy it? Ah, here's some loot. Excellent, thank you. Let's see what this town's all about. Can I go in here? Can I go in this building? Hello? Anyone? You gonna respond? Okay, let's read this note. Singing maiden. Have you ever heard the story of the king Bedwyr? Bedwyr, like most kings, as a man of great pride who expected nothing but complete loyalty from his subjects, he believed the best way to achieve this was through fear. After all, those who feared him would never cross him or question his rule. Most importantly, those who feared him would always seek to please him. Bedwyr cultivated terror in his subordinates through the gleeful and unrestrained use of a contraption referred to as the Maiden, the Iron Maiden. The Maiden was a hinged iron casket, yep, as high and wide deep as a man with vicious spikes within, meant to pierce through the poor soul locked into it. Bedwyr's Maiden was a prized possession and stood in place of honor in his throne room, often with screaming victim inside of it. Ridiculous. Political rivals, suspected assassins, treasonous ministers, the Maiden consumed them all. But as time passed, more people were given to the Maiden for increasingly trivial offenses. The cook for oversalting the king's food, the page boy for dropping his sword. The Maiden cast a pall over the kingdom, and its people prayed for deliverance from their cruel king. Then one day, a strange woman rode into the city. She called herself Ember, and was an emissary from a far-off land. Her leaders had heard, she said, of Bedwyer's wisdom and authority, and she sought the king's counsel. The thought that he had earned the adulation of brother kings across the sea made Bedwyr swell with pride, and he granted Ember an audience. They dined and danced, and through it all, Ember flattered and fawned on the king. At the end of the night, Ember asked to see the Maiden, the infamous device that had given Bedwyr all of his power. The king, giddy with praise, proudly presented Ember with the empty contraption. Ember looked at the Maiden, sighed with disappointment, and said, "That does not look terrifying at all. I should have imagined the spikes to be much sharper." Bedwyr grew red at her comment and replied, "The spikes are sharp enough. Look at the blood that still clings to them." "But it is so small," said Ember. "Are only children and women its victims?" Bedwyr grew redder still and replied, "Of course not. The Maiden has devoured many men." Ember shook her head and said to the king, "I do not believe it. Surely no warrior could fear this thing. A man like yourself, tall-muscled, would not fit within." The king laughed and saw a way to prove the merit of the Maiden to Ember. "I will show you how easily a man like myself could fit in it," he said, and with that he stepped into the device, but Ember was waiting, and no sooner had Bedwyr squeezed himself into the iron casket than Ember slammed it shut on him. Ember took the maiden with a screaming Bedwyr inside, through the castle and down into the city, and the people, finally free from the king's tyranny, cheer and dance to the singing that echoed through the streets, until Bedwyr was dead and it finally stopped. A tale often told in the Singing Maiden Tavern. Well, I guess he got what was coming to him, huh? That makes sense. Can you guys get out of my way? Oh, this is super disappointing. It's like a wall of people that will not possibly move for their savior of all things. Can I go into the singing maiden? I can't. Alright, friends. I gotta go talk to Cassandra. I'm gonna stop dilly-dallying. I'm just kidding. I'm gonna keep dilly-dallying. What's over here? There's gotta be something. Something for me to steal. It's so funny, like, in all RPGs, you just walk around towns taking things. Like that rightfully belong to other people, most likely. But I'm just going into chests, I'm looting, I'm opening crates, none of this stuff belongs to me. None of this stuff belongs to me, and here I am. I mean, I suppose I deserved it for saving the town. Maybe that's the idea, you know. I did a lot for this town. They owe me. Like, what about behind here? Is there anything behind here? Oh, there's some elf fruit. Well, perfect. I tell you, man. If I ever want to make an elf stew, I am set to go. I'm ready to rock. Season with elf fruit. And a dash of town snow, which is just water. I mean, that's basically just water, right? Oh, who's this person? Hey, you. Thren.
Not taking orders right now. Got a problem with it? Bring it up with Cassandra.
Okay. I don't even know who you are, so I guess I wouldn't have a problem with you not taking orders from me. I guess let's go. All right, let's go speak to Cassandra. You more loot. An onyx? Huh. Oh, a piece of bread. Wait, why is the bread... Oh, read is what that said. Oh shoot, I missed it. A chant for the departed. A chant for the departed. There it is. The light shall lead her safely through the paths of this world and into the next. For she who trusts in the Maker, fire in her water, as the moth sees light and goes towards the flame, she should see fire and go towards light. The veil holds no uncertainty for her, and she will know no fear of death. For the Maker shall be her beacon and her shield, her foundation and her sword. Transfigurations 10:1. Often sung by mourners as they light candles. Very interesting. What about this? The Fade. The study of the Fade is as old as humankind. For so long as men have dreamed, they have walked its twisting path, sometimes chanting a glimpse of the city, catching a glimpse of the city at its heart. Always as close as our own thoughts, but impossibly separated from our world. The Teventir Imperium once spent vast fortunes of gold, lyrium, and human slaves in an effort to map the terrain of the Fade, an ultimately futile endeavor. Although portions of it belong to powerful spirits, all of the Fade is in constant flux. The Imperium succeeded in finding the disparate and ever-shifting realms of a dozen demon lords, as well as cataloging a few hundred types of spirits before they were forced to abandon the project. The relationship of dreamers to the Fade is complex. Even when entering the Fade through the use of lyrium, mortals are not able to control or affect it. The spirits who dwell there, however, can, and as the Chantry teaches us, the great flow of the spirits is that they have neither imagination nor ambition. Flaw. They create what they see through their sleeping visitors, building elaborate copies of our city, people, and events, which, like the reflections in a mirror, ultimately lack context or life of their own. Even the most powerful demons merely plagiarize the worst thoughts and fears of mortals, and build their realms with no other ambition than to taste life. Now, it sounds like a rather sad place to exist, that Fade. Well, like, what if you were a creature in the Fade? You were not. You were just a shadow of the real thing. That would make me rather angry. That sounds like a good reason for Fade things to attack.
Should be taken to Valroyo immediately, to be tried by whomever becomes divine.
Wait, hold up. Talking about me?
Chain him. I want him prepared for travel to the capital for trial.
You serious?
Disregard that and leave us.
You walk a dangerous line, Seeker.
The breach is stable, but it is still a threat. I will not ignore it.
I'm still a suspect. I guess I still would be. I did what I could, man.
I did everything I could to close the breach. It almost killed me.
Yet you live. A convenient result insofar as you're concerned.
Have a care, Chancellor. The breach is not the only threat we face.
Someone was behind the explosion at the Conclave. Someone most holy did not expect. Perhaps they died with the others, or have allies who yet live.
I am a suspect,
Yeah, maybe.
You, and many others.
but not the prisoner.
I heard the voices in the temple. The Divine called to him for help.
So his survival, that thing on his hand, all a coincidence.
I don't know.
Providence. The Maker sent him to us in our darkest hour.
There we go. Blessed be the Maker. What more do you want? I'm gonna play a stubborn.
The breach is stable now. What more do you want from me?
It's a good question.
We must try again.
Try what?
The breach remains, and your mark is still our only hope of closing it.
This is not for you to decide.
Who, you? Whoa.
You know what this is, Chancellor.
I think he does.
A writ from the Divine, granting us the authority to act. As of this moment, I declare the Inquisition reborn.
Whoa!
We will close the breach, we will find those responsible, and we will restore order with or without your approval.
Oh, snap. Drawing lines in the sand. This seems like a pretty serious event here.
This is the Divine's directive. Rebuild the Inquisition of old. Find those who will stand against the chaos.
Yeah,
We aren't ready. We have no leader,
I'll do it.
no numbers,
We'll get some.
and now no Chantry support.
Oh, that's
We
Chantry.
have no choice. We must act now, with you at our side.
Yeah, whoa, you do it. I want to help. I agree. Yes.
If you're truly trying to restore order,
That is the plan.
Yes.
Help us fix this before it's too late.
I'm all about restoring order. Let's shake that hand. Shake that hand. Damn. Let's do it. Yeah, this is good. Oh, this is good stuff. Okay, I'm into it, man. I'm into it now. Dragon Age Inquisition. The Inquisition is being reborn. Let's do this. Okay, so, what do you think? We read over it. You think it's a good idea, or? I don't know, I mean, we probably should. Alright, let's call out for some people, tell them where to go. You guys, you go west, no, you're going the wrong way. He loves birds, he's just like, oh my god, birds. I love them. If I could have one on my shoulder, I would be the ultimate badass. So you go here, tell these guys. And then you go there. You go to the port town. Tell them that the ships need to be ready for our adventures. And you bring the royal decree. And you post it up there. We got positions available. If you want to join the Eyeball Clan, you can do so. You sign up over here. You audition. We'll tell you whether or not you made it. You can't come because you're a jerk, so get out of here. Everyone's practicing. We're ready for war. We're getting ready. The smithy is smithing. The tavern is handing out free libations to spirit up the soldiers. Everyone's in line. We're ready. We got our boots on, our leather boots. Mighty fancy. I'm looking rather dapper. With my shaved head and my fully fleshed out beard. There's the sign. That's our holy symbol The thing is still open. We gotta figure out what to do with that. I don't know. Dragon Age Inquisition. Welcome to the game. I guess we just started. That was the tutorial, apparently. I'm level 3. Report to Heaven's Chantry. I thought I just did that. And Haven's Best and Brightest. I gotta get some people for Haven's Best and Brightest. Well, we were just in the Chantry. But I guess we need to go here again. Oh, look at those textures pop. That's beautiful.
Does it trouble you?
I don't know, not anymore.
It stops spreading, and it doesn't hurt.
We take our victories where we can.
Yeah.
What's important is that your mark is now stable, as is the breach.
There's a...
You've given us time, and Solas believes a second attempt might succeed, provided the mark has more power.
Let's get it some more power.
The same level of power used to open the breach in the first place. That is not easy to come by.
Oh, alright. You have an idea?
Clearly, you have something in mind.
We do.
What do you think?
May I present Commander Cullen,
Hello.
leader of the Inquisition's forces.
Such as they are, we lost many soldiers in the valley, and I fear many more before this is through.
This is Lady Josephine Montelier, our ambassador and chief diplomat.
Miss
I
Montelier?
heard much. It's a pleasure to meet you at last.
And of course, you know Sister Liliana.
Yep.
My position here involves a degree of...
She is our spy master.
Oh.
Yes, tactfully put, Cassandra.
Alright. A pleasure. Impressive titles. Yes.
That's an impressive bunch of titles.
I mentioned that your mark needs more power to close the breach for good.
Right.
Which means we must approach the rebel mages for help.
Alright.
And I still disagree. The Templars could serve just as well.
We need power, Commander. Enough magic poured into that mark.
Might destroy us all. Templars could suppress the breach, weaken it, so...
Pure speculation.
Oh.
I was a Templar. I know what they're capable of.
Was?
Unfortunately, neither group will even speak to us yet. The Chantry has denounced the Inquisition, and you specifically.
Oh, alright. They still think I did it, so...
They still think I'm guilty.
That is not the entirety of it any longer. Some are calling you the Herald of Andraste, and that frightens the Chantry.
Uh-oh.
The remaining clerics have declared it blasphemy, and we, heretics, for harboring you.
That makes sense.
Chancellor Roderick's doing, no doubt.
It limits our options. Approaching the mages or Templars for help is currently out of the question.
Alright, well... What about the breach?
They aren't more concerned about the breach, the real threat.
They do know it's a threat. They just don't think we can stop it.
Fair enough.
The Chantry is telling everyone you'll make it worse. There is something you can do. A Chantry cleric by the name of Mother Giselle has asked to speak to you. She is not far and knows those involved far better than I. Her assistance could be invaluable.
I'll talk to her then.
I'll see what she has to say.
You will find Mother Giselle tending to the wounded in the hinterlands near Redcliffe.
Look for other opportunities to expand the Inquisition's influence while you're there.
We need agents to extend our reach beyond this valley, and you're better suited than anyone to recruit them.
In the meantime, let's think of other options. I won't leave this all to the Herald.
Fair enough. Operations. The war table allows you to apply the power of the Inquisition throughout Orelus and Ferelden. Mother Giselle is in the hinterlands, which can be found on the Ferelden side of the table. Okay. The Inquisition can unlock new areas for you to explore through scouting operations. Perform the scouting operation for the hinterlands on the Ferelden side of the war table now. Okay, so... scouting operation here.
Have you kept in touch with our friends in Lady Esterly's estate? Several bards will play for her tomorrow night. We will have names soon enough.
Mother Giselle was last seen in the hinterlands outside Redcliffe, tending refugees who fled the fighting between renegade Templars and Apostle Mages. Latest reports suggest that the vicious struggle between the two groups has spread to the hinterlands, catching the refugees and Mother Giselle in the middle. It's vowed to protect her and, if possible, restore order. Okay. We'll do that. I wanted to talk to the people in town, though. I had like a quest, but I guess going into the building stopped me from... Holy crap. This is one badass. Wow. What a pro. That's a funny looking bird. It's like a bird dinosaur. They are connected, after all. The birds and the dinosaurs. Is that the mother? I don't like their hats. Their hats bother me. They look odd. That's all I'm saying. Scout the hinterlands. We avoided the fighting as best we could. It's every bit as bad as we feared. The apostles are mad, attacking anything that moves. It appears that the Templars here aren't following anyone's orders any longer. We located Mother Giselle and are trying to protect her, but she refuses to leave the refugees until we've ensured their safety. That'll be hard without troops to push. Commander Cullen asked me to make inquiries to Master Denton, retired horseman of Redcliffe, who lives in the area. We tried to contact him about obtaining better horses for the Inquisition, but we've been able... Okay. So that is the scouting that took place. Would you like to gather a party and venture to the hinterlands now? Not quite yet. You now have access to missions. Missions, operations take time and bring the Inquisition resources and rewards. Only one mission per advisor can be active at a time. Some missions have a preferred type, which results in less time when undertaking missions with certain advisors. Missions may also provide different rewards depending on which advisor completes them. Okay. So I can't go... I can gather coin. I can do a couple of these things. And apparently I can go to the hinterlands, but before I do that, I would like to... Nothing over here. I'll actually go into town and talk to some people. I think I'd like to go in town and talk to some people. Because there were some things in here that I could do. I haven't checked these two rooms either. World travel. When not in a dungeon, you can use the quest map to travel to distant locations. Press start. Press Y from the quest map to access the world map and travel to unlocked areas. Okay, so I speak with the smith, the quartermaster, and the apothecary, and I can like travel to all these different places apparently. Okay. All right. Interesting. Very interesting. There's still more for me to see though. What's this book? Ah, yes, the Maker. This is our god, right? There was no word for heaven as on earth. See the sky, and expected was silence. This is... It's like our Bible. I'll read that later. I got no time. I got duties to do right now. What's this?
The Inquisition cannot remain, Ambassador, if you can't prove it was founded on Justinian's orders.
This is an inopportune time, Marquis. More of the faithful flock here each day. But allow me to introduce you to the brave soul who risked his life to slow the magic of the breach. Sir Trevelyan, may I present the Marquis d'Aurelion, one of Divine Justinian's greatest supporters.
And the rightful owner of Haven.
All right.
House d'Aurelion lent Justinian these lands for pilgrimage. This Inquisition is not a beneficiary of this arrangement.
Huh. Its followers need shelter. The Divine's advisor founded it. We all have bigger... it's true, we do need... This is a good place for shelter.
People have been injured. You can't just turn them out onto the snow.
And who benefits if they stay?
Divine Justinia, Marquis. The Inquisition, not the Chantry, is sheltering the pilgrims who mourn her.
Why is the Chantry ignoring the faithful?
Because it remains in shock. We face a dark time, Your Grace. Divine Justinia would not want her passing to divide us. She would, in fact, trust us to forge new alliances to the benefit of all, no matter how strange they might seem.
What do you think?
I'll think on it, Lady Montilyet. The Inquisition might stay in the meanwhile.
Okay. Thank you, I guess. Damn. Sorry.
I apologize for the intrusion. I didn't realize you were meeting with the Marquis.
You did little harm. In truth, the debate was most beneficial as practice for those to come.
You expect more people in Haven?
Undoubtedly. And each visitor will spread the story of the Inquisition after they depart. An ambassador should ensure the tale is as complimentary as possible.
Well, having you around can't hurt.
I'm glad for your help. I have a feeling the Inquisition's going to need it.
I do believe you are correct. Thedas's politics have become agitated as of late. I hope to guide us down smoother paths. But please excuse me. I've much work to do before the day is done.
Sounds good. I'll let you get back to your business. I was just coming in to see what was going on anyways. Enemies drop unique collectibles. Bring them to a researcher to learn more about your foes and earn combat bonuses to them. That's interesting. And is that the door out of here? I think it is. I'll just open it up. Yeah, that's where I was. Alright, what's Eve?
You're the Herald. Or, well, the one they're calling the Herald, anyway. I hope the Inquisition can restore order soon. I never really wanted to leave the Circle. My name is Maeve. I research demons and other creatures. Seeker, Pentagast, and I use what I find to help the soldiers fight them.
Alright, I think I have something for you.
I found something the demons left behind. Can you use it?
Yes, that's very helpful. Just leave it there and the Tranquil and I will examine it.
Interesting.
That will help.
So I just turn it...
Anything, please bring it in.
Oh.
Please tell me if you find something.
Okay, so I just bring research there. Children's of Endestra. There are many misconceptions regarding Andrasta's bloodline, Monsieur. This is due, I should think, to a general lack of knowledge regarding Andrasta's mortal life. Understandable considering the many cults and those following her death. Everyone sought to claim Our Lady for their own. Culture or claimed aspect of her existence was a lie. All of them complete fabrication. My order has done considerable research to ascertain the truth. We all know Andrasta and the betrayer raised 5 children. The eldest 3 were sons, Zorath, Evrion, and Verald. The rule of what once southern territory. Man, this game has some novels. Huh? I have to take some of my spare time to go through all this stuff. This is rather insane. Okay, so that's the War Council, and I can go in there to look at the thing and do scouting missions. Did I not check these rooms too? Oh my gosh, there's more to go down? What in the Sam hell? Oh my god, oh my... Are you serious? What is all this? Alright, I don't have time for this now. I'm supposed to... Oh my gosh, this is rather ridiculous. I'm supposed to like... I need to speak to the Smith, the Quartermaster, and all those people. There's too much going on here. There is so much going on here. I don't even... Why does this door keep closing? Stop it. Alright, I need to find these people in town, and then I probably gotta go to the hinterlands. This is gonna take some time, though, so... I'll see you next time.